Hello, my beautiful people. How are y'all today? I'm invoking some Princess Jasmine vibes just because it's on my crop. You guys know I love to dress up and wear things on my head. I don't know, it just makes things funner, like dress up when you were when you were a kid, like playing dress up. Why not? It's fun. So, guys, this week we're gonna talk about anxiety, the number one topic out there these days. The things that I feel like everybody has dealt with a little bit of anxiety in their life at some point, right? It's, come on, I know they have had to. I know they have had to because it is a part of us. It is a part of us knowing how to understand our body. It is a part of us knowing when to, when to call it quits, when to know that our mind is starting to play tricks on us, or when to know that it's time, maybe, to move on, to look for something else, right? Because this reality is giving me anxiety, so I need to find a new reality that won't give me anxiety. Take it like that. Yeah, guys. All right, so let's start off with my history with anxiety. So, guys, I've been anxious and had anxiety, I think, since a little child. Right, and since a little child, because in my family, well, my parents started out very humble and everything, but in those clashes, like in those beginnings, what happens with the couples? They clash, they fight, whatever. So, to me, that was like, I don't like people fighting or yelling. So today, to this day, I cannot stand it when somebody yells. And me, oh my gosh, you guys, I used to yell over everything if I was offended. It's a lot of emotional management that goes with dealing with anxiety since you're a child, right? Because as a child, you're anxious because you don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to fight right now? Are they not going to fight right now? Oh, what's going on? As a child, you're just there and trying to cope with the situation, right? You're understanding a part of the situation, but the other part is in here and it's in here and you just don't know how to deal with it. A lot of times I've seen some anxious children just try to be more attached to a loving adult, right? To a loving parent or something. They don't tend to be as social or like to play as much with other kids because they, in their head a whole story is going on, or something else is going on. So having that as a child, I knew quickly as a teen that sometimes, I do get in my head. And as a teen, I started to realize, like, oh my goodness, what if this happens? Or, oh my goodness, maybe they're thinking this about me, and all that because as a teen, when I was a preteen, I started getting bullied, right? So when I started getting bullied, I was very like cautious of how I looked, what I said, how I would say what I did. And at school, I was like, I had to like watch my behavior every little thing I did because I was afraid, right? I was anxious that my bullies were gonna take that to as an advantage and and bother me about it and say whatever they wanted to say and be mean because a bully's always going to be mean. So as we're progressing into my teens and everything, I'm realizing, okay, sometimes I don't have to think that way, right? So I remember distinctly being, I think it was in the fourth grade, and my school was having this whole concert and show and whatever, and I was just having so much fun because I love to dance. I'm a whole dancer, right? I love dancing, and so we were out there dancing and blah blah, and in my head I said, you know what, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna enjoy this with the friends that I do have, right? With the friends that don't bother me, that don't make fun of me. I'm gonna enjoy this and I'm gonna dance and everything. I'm not gonna give a care in the world. So at that point, if I'm already thinking like this in fourth grade, I'm creating a type of independence in my own mind of where I'm going to start breaking the line of what I let affect me, right? Because anxiety is just like that. If you're having the fearful thought, which comes from anxiety, which comes from, you know, our mind not telling us really the truth of what's going on, only telling us a fear-based version, then if I'm already trying to create an independence in my head from that version, it means I'm acknowledging the anxiety, acknowledging what makes me anxious, and acknowledging that I won't let it make me anxious. So that's what we all need, guys. We need to acknowledge, not refute it, but definitely like be, okay. If I put myself in that situation, or if I let myself think I'm going to be put in that situation, then I will be, right? Because I'm going to attract what I'm thinking about. I'm going to attract what's going in my head, what's going in my heart, and that's not what I wanted. So then we move on to adulthood. In adulthood, oh my goodness, adulthood was a whole eye-opening, a whole eye-awakening thing, because now I'm realizing, okay, anxiety goes with my self-esteem, it goes with my inner fears, and it goes with how I am thinking, right? With my mindset. So if my mindset, my attitude, my emotions, and everything else can be controlled from my anxiety, then I need to step up my game, right? I need to start building a stronger will, a stronger mindset that helps me acknowledge and deviate from my inner anxiety, my inner fears. Because even though they could be simple inner fears or whatever, sometimes they stay like this on us, right? They're going to be like that heavy rock that we just can't let go, and then we assume we let go, and then it's still there, and then people just tell us it's still there, but we don't want to acknowledge it. Yeah, we don't want that heavy rock. So now, I'm an adult. I look good. I'm feeling myself. I had lost a lot of weight. I'm creating a whole new Anna, right? This Anna that I've been imagining for years, that doesn't get bullied, that she looks beautiful, that people like her a lot, that guys are attracted to her a lot, everything. So I'm building this Anna in my adulthood, right? Where she doesn't have anxiety, and Anna doesn't have anxiety, and Anna just has a very strong self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love, all that. So as I'm building this Anna, I decided to move out of my parents' house. And I went to live in an apartment downtown with an old college friend. And oh my goodness, guys, 3 months into the apartment lease, the friend says she can't stay there anymore. And oh my gosh, what happens to me? What happens to my head? Like, oh my gosh, everything's gonna fall down. You're gonna move. So boom, anxiety over the roof. It's the first time I've lived by myself. The first time I'm trying to make a living for myself. So right, I'm paying myself everything. And this first time living by myself, all that stuff. So my anxiety was over the roof, right? I've never encountered this situation before. Boom, anxiety. I thought I could trust this friend to, be with me in a 12-year lease. Boom, anxiety. I thought I could make it, I'm trying to be an adult. Yay me. No. Anxiety over the roof. And then I don't know who else can supply the now vacant spot in the apartment. I talked to my mom, I talked to my friends, I was like, I don't know what to do. My mom was like, just come back home. And I was like, I don't know, that makes me feel like a failure. I don't know if I should go back. And then if I did go back, I would have to end up paying like $3,000, which now thinking, I should have just paid the $3,000. I'm paying $3,000 to get out of this situation, to get out of this anxiety, and just come back home, be comfortable, and be in a loving place, right? Because if that friend actually would have had the best intentions for me, she wouldn't have said yeah, let's do a 12-year lease, and then 3 months later say, no, I can't go, with some excuse about her work taking her away, which I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I never believed. Sorry if you're out there listening to this. I'm sorry. I never believed that. I never saw her. I never saw her leave town. But okay, moving on. So that was the biggest anxiety I had ever felt before, because I had never had an anxiety attack. And once I moved out and had all these things going on, I had my first anxiety attack when I I found myself like overthinking and overthinking, like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then all of a sudden, it was like, my brain was like, oh, you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna panic and you're gonna sit here and you're gonna cry. And and you're gonna figure it out later, right? So my panic attack was like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was like, I don't know what's going on. My head, I don't know. I was like, jittery. If I was a nail biter, I swear you could have seen me biting my nails. But I'm not a nail biter. I think no. I like long nails. It's just that they're short right now because I put on fake nails, and that's a whole other story. So guys, when you are in these moments, these crucial moments, when literally your body and your mind and your heart, like your whole system is telling you that there's something wrong, or is telling you that, okay, we're having anxiety today, right? That's when you definitely have to sit down and listen to yourself. Sit down and try to calm yourself. I know it's hard. It's hard. I couldn't do it by myself. So what I did, I called a friend. I'm like telling her, like, I think I have anxiety attack. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to say, how to calm myself down. I don't know. I had never had one. It was just me overthinking in my head that got me there. So that's how easy anxiety can affect us. It will have us stuck in this mind pattern for so long that we think that we can't get out of it, and therefore we start having a panic or anxiety attack, which is just ourselves overwhelmed with our own selves. In case you didn't know, now you know. So yeah, guys, it was good to recognize that I was having an anxiety attack, and it was good for me to know that, okay, I can't be allowing myself to feel this overwhelmed, because I'm just gonna, who knows, gonna end up depressed, gonna end up with anxiety issues, pills. No, that's not me. Ew, no. No anxiety pills could ever be enough, because that's all in here, in your head. So, guys, from here on out, now it's from that Anna that moved out, and then from the Anna you see here today, has made wild changes. I did to myself, okay, it was a life experience, maybe to toughen me up, or to definitely realize and know that sometimes friends can tell you that they have the best interest in you, but you sometimes don't know your friends. You don't know them 100%. So that, got me in a real mindset, say that you can't trust everybody that tries to come into your life like this at all. Don't do it. You definitely give everyone a chance and observe them, observe their behavior, their patterns, what they do, how they act, especially. And that's how you can avoid yourself from getting into a situation with, a shady person, or having a shady person as a friend, right? And so from that, I moved on to myself, like, recognize what situations will bring a good experience for you in your life versus what situations are just could be just a potential headache, right? Like moving out to an apartment that I didn't need. I needed to, I just graduated. I needed to sit my ass down at home, save money, get a good job, save money, and do what I needed to do. But no, I chose, to go get myself slapped a little bit by life. But that's good. We all need to be a little bit slapped by life from time to time, because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here telling you guys today that I got over it. That the Anna that was there now knew and now knows that it's all about a strong mindset. It's about a strong self-love attitude, and it's about a building, building the strong foundation of how you want to think, how you're gonna affront situations and experiences in life that could knock your ass down, right? And how you should face situations, new people, new experience, all of that with positive mindset, with a loving mindset, with I'm just gonna get a wonderful experience out of this. versus that if you have, anxiety issues or anxiety prone thoughts, versus you can say, I don't know what I'm gonna do with if this happens. I don't know how to enjoy myself if this happens. It's not about thinking about the what if towards the bad thing. It's about thinking about what if towards the good thing, right? And then already knowing in your mind what's the good thing. Because before the anxiety track, right, let's say that before the anxiety CD starts to play in your mind, you want to already be playing the I'm going to have a wonderful day, I love myself, I have a strong mindset, I am self-confident CD before that one gets in, right? So that if in case the anxiety CD is tripped over the good CD, then you already know how to acknowledge it. You already know how to say, okay, I'm going to listen to you for one song and then I'm going to change you, right? We don't want to immediately dismiss our anxiety because it's telling us something, right? Our body's trying to tell us something, our mind is trying to tell us something. We don't dismiss it, nor we want to ignore it. We want to acknowledge it, knowing that, like, oh, okay, this is making me anxious, right? Like, oh, okay, I see that I'm having a fearful thought, but for no reason. So that's you acknowledging the anxiety, you telling it, like, hey, baby, it's okay. It's like, imagine that your anxiety voice is a 5-year-old just full of worry, right? Full of worry and anxious thought, and all you have to do is pick them up and say, hey, you're okay. You got this. You're safe, right? That's all it is in a way. So, yeah, guys, I did like this topic a lot because I do still have some anxious episodes. But it's not something you can fix from night to day. It's something that anxiety is not gonna leave your mind or it's gonna leave your body, but you are gonna be in more control of how it comes out, of when it comes out, or what it's gonna say, right? Versus you just letting it ramble on. No, we don't let anxiety ramble on. We listen, we acknowledge, and we fade away. Let's say it like that. So, these days, how do I really keep sane with anxiety is with a lot of self-love. With a lot of self-love, with I put all around me declarations and statements that help me remind myself that, Anna, you have to treat yourself beautiful and loving first. And that all starts with mind, right? With the mind. If you're telling yourself daily, I love myself, Anna, you're so silly for doing that, instead of, Anna, you're such an idiot. Come on. What sounds better? You're so silly, or you're such an idiot? You're so silly, right? So a lot of self-love, a lot of mindset self-love to build a strong mindset based on love for myself, for what I do, for any experience that I go through. So that when these voices, when fear, anxiety, all these voices come knocking, they don't know how to stay because there's no place for them. There's no place for them, right? There's only a listening ear, and that's all they will get. So now I want to touch about anxiety from your intuition. I love that topic because that's you definitely listening to your body before an experience happens or when the experience is happening, right? I'm gonna tell you a story. I wanted to sell this iPhone that I had. I had 2 phones. I didn't need that one, right? So I wanted to sell it, get a little money, buy myself something cute, right? And so I can't remember the app, but those apps that you could post something like it was like a Poshmark, but it wasn't Poshmark. I just can't remember. Because they deleted it. I haven't seen it in a while. So I post my phone and everything, and I forget to read all the rules. And all the rules of how when you meet people up, you should do it in public places. You should not be in neighborhoods, not going to nobody's home, nothing like that. And I didn't read the part of public places. So I ended up going to this little bit weird ass neighborhood to sell my phone to some kid and whatever. And before I left my house, I asked my sister, can you come with me? And then I said, I think maybe we should bring a knife just in case to protect ourselves. Right there, two signals of my anxiety right there, right? I need company and I need a weapon. Why would I need a weapon? That's dangerous. But yeah, guys. So we go meet the person for the phone and everything, and I'm in my car. They came up to my window and everything, and then it's a very shady boy, like teenage, 16, maybe 17, who says that he has nobody else, and then I'm like, okay. He says he has to see the phone. I'm like, there, we're talking. And then on purpose, he said, can I put my SIM card and see if it works? And I'm like, I guess. And then I accidentally dropped the other SIM card. And as I dropped this and opened the door, he takes off running. And what do? I go and run after him. Because I'm one of those. I'm a fighter, guys. I'm a fighter. I will go behind the robber. Yes, I'm the type of girl. I'm the type of woman. I'm the type of princess. I'm the type of lady. I'm the type of queen. Okay, I'm going to go run after you because you're committing a crime. That's all good, But whatever. Out of shape. Don't catch him. And then, boom. That's why my body, right? My intuition was telling me you need company and maybe you need a weapon, right? Because I felt like something bad was going to happen, or maybe somebody, the universe was trying to tell me, Anna, maybe don't go, maybe don't sell your phone to this person. And that's what happened. So that's what we can sometimes do when we're getting anxiety, acknowledge like, how am I thinking right now? And then when you get to that situation or when you get to that experience in the present moment, actually pay attention, right? Actually pay attention. Like I should have, like, this guy, he doesn't seem like he has $900 to pay me for this phone. Where's his car? Where did he come from? Like, I didn't even see him come out from my house, right? So assess the situation, assess the experience, and then understand why your body is anxious or not feeling comfortable with your present moment, right? Because something's iffy, something bad might happen. That's what you get from your anxiety that comes from your intuition. And yeah, guys, that's my favorite anxiety of all. It's like the good kind. It's like the one that God sends your way saying like, hey, baby girl, don't do that right now because it might be bad. But sometimes we don't listen, right? We don't know how to listen to certain signs of our body or, just in general. And sometimes you have to go through the experience to learn it, right? Because if I hadn't gone through the experience, I wouldn't be telling you guys this today. But yeah, guys, that is it for our anxiety podcast and video today. I hope you guys like every word. And just, if you have questions, if you want me to coach you through it, if you want to be on my coaching program, just follow me, subscribe to this. You can make an appointment with me. I'm available all morning. But yeah, guys, I hope you like this. And remember, anxiety is combated through acknowledgement, self-love, self-esteem, and overall just paying attention, right? Pay attention, breathe, calm down. You're safe. You're always safe. Always safe, and you got this. You got anything that can come your way. That's why God is putting it in your way. That's why life is putting it in your way. Anxiety is just another part, right? And it can be this little. Let it be this little. So love yourself, guys. And remember, today's our self-love day, actually. So love yourselves a lot. Get yourself some flowers. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a woman. Get yourself some flowers. Get yourself a present. Treat yourself thing for your self-love. Whatever it is, get it. Show yourself some love. But yeah, guys, I'll see you. See you. Subscribe, like, follow me, everything.